Hi, I'm Amy Mahaly from Be Well Clinic, and we are in our 5th video on gentle detox methods, and we are talking about grounding. Grounding is very similar in what it does to what the sun is doing for helping our bodies to cleanse. It is helping a little bit to physically remove toxins, but what it's doing is helping to balance our electricity. The sun gives a lot more to us, but grounding is also really important, and we can do that at any time, even when it's pretty cold outside. Below zero, maybe not safe to be outside, but grounding can be done on any natural surface through any natural fibers. So we can stand on grass or sand, even technically concrete, but that's like a rock. The more porous and the more wet, so think about what conducts electricity better, because that's what we're doing with grounding. If you have something that conducts electricity better, like wet grass or wet sand, you're going to ground a lot faster and better than if you were standing on a dry rock, for example. Unnatural substances like asphalt do not ground you because they have plastics or rubber in them. So anything with rubber, plastic, metal can ground. Some are going to conduct better than others, right? We also can have natural fibers on our feet. So we used to walk around with moccasins or tree leaves. So our physical feet didn't have to physically touch the ground for us to be grounding. We could do it through natural things like wool, cotton, hide, or things like leaves or even metal. There are grounding shoes you can buy that have metal that touches your feet, goes through the shoe and touches the ground. Those have some benefit, and some people really like those. For me, I think that it's more achievable for most of us to just go outside and ground on the ground. In the winter, I dig a little spot in the snow because I live in Colorado, and the next day it will be totally able to be stood in, and I can ground on it at least for a couple of minutes, even in the middle of the winter without freezing. Sometimes I wear cotton or wool socks outside because those are going to get wet, but they keep my feet a little bit more protected, especially wool, and then I'm able to ground through my socks even if it's a cold and wet ground that I'm standing on. It's also great to ground, of course, in the ocean through natural waters. And what's happening primarily is that your electricity, the ground is pulling. It's a net positive, and we are becoming net negative just from the friction and static of the world we live in. So we're pulling electrons down so we can balance out, and the ground, because it's net positive, we can donate a lot of electrons to the ground. There are a lot of other benefits to grounding. There's whole books written on it, but that's one of the things that's easiest to wrap your head around about what's happening. And think, we're electrical beings. If our electricity is balanced, if we pull away the extra electrons that are happening because of the friction and static in our world, we are going to feel better and we are going to function better, which includes having better detoxification. That wraps up this video about grounding. If you are enjoying our series, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. I will see you next Monday, and we will be talking about juicing.